Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday, I suppose. How are we all doing? Hello, Ghetto. I see you're here early. How are you doing, my man? Got a nice, easy meal for a nice, easy Monday? Go potty, bud. Da, 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 da. Let's get the onion going. You like the slideshow? I don't think you really get a lot of chances to see it. That's my kind of pre-show. It's all pictures from my Instagram of food I've made. Not all not all of it's on stream, but most of it is. I felt like I needed to have a lot of stuff prepared for when I started, so I have like the stream starting soon screen, be right back, that kind of stuff, which I have almost never used, but it's nice to have. What was that baguette thing looking with a cooked egg in it? That looks interesting. Are you talking about the one that's like shaped like a boat that has like a big middle section? Because that's the Georgian cheese bread, the kachapari. I'm pretty sure I butchered. I always butcher the name. That was a very easy meal to make. Yes, that one. Yeah, that's actually that VOD is up on the YouTube channel if you want to check it out. Uh, Essentially, I made the bread, and then it's filled with a cheese, like ricotta cheese and like fresh herb mixture. Um, so you roll it up like a boat, fill the middle with cheese, and then you egg wash the outside, and then you pull it and make divots and throw an egg in there. There's no meat in it whatsoever, but it is super delicious. It's kind of like garlic bread with an egg on it, like on steroids. I'm pretty sure it was one of my wife's favorite things because it's literally like a breakfast thing. It's not a breakfast thing, but eggs, cheese, bread. That's all my wife really actually wants. Hold on, I'm gonna let the dog in. He went out, peed, now he wants back in. It is like 100 today. I think tomorrow is the last day of the heat wave for us. And then Wednesday is a rain and a cool down that's much needed. I spent a good portion of today outside running the sprinkler, like physically moving the sprinkler around the yard, and I still only got half the yard done. A good buttery cheese bread is hard to beat. Yeah, that's all you really need in life, right? Okay. Take the core out. This is also a super simple meal. I did prep this yesterday because because I've got the potatoes there. All right. How do I open this? There we go. It was 93 here, but humid as fuck. Yeah, I believe that. I've been sweating for like 3 days. And I can't say I've done a whole lot to cause the sweating. Okay, this is the Black Forest ham. We are dicing up. I had 2 buses to take, one of them with no AC, and I'm wearing black pants and a shirt. Oh, that's awful. I hope you made it there unsoaked, because I would have been absolutely done for. Okey-dokey. All right. So, I'm going to start with the cheese. Okay, I was going to start with the cheese. Get the damn thing open. No move on my end, but that's my work clothes. No, that was the right back. Well, I mean, that's at least a little bit better. All right, take the rind off. I have never had this cheese before. This is the Emmentaler. Once again, I probably butchered that. That's probably not a great angle. How about we over here? Is that better? Are you for real? It's my second favorite cheese. Yeah, I've never had it. But this recipe is Swiss, so it called for that. Or if you couldn't find it, to use gruyere, which I have gruyere here as well. I've had gruyere, and I love gruyere. It's one of my favorites. I use it for cheese sauces all the time. I'm going to try a piece of this after I get it grated. Gruyere is the bigger brother. Emmental is amazing. It's less nutty, but same flavor profile. I mean, that appeals to me here. You're right. That is remarkably Gruyere-ish without the nuttiness. I can't wait to try. I'm going to add a little bit of Gruyere as well, just because it only calls for like 6 ounces of cheese. And, well, as I've made it clear, my wife is a cheese hound. And that doesn't seem like a lot of cheese for an entire casserole. Alright. Alright, that's probably good. I've got that ham I just diced up and the onions in a pan over there, starting to saute. We just want to kind of get them nice and soft. So while we're doing that, do these potatoes. Howdy.
Hi.
I'm streaming. So
I brought you a beverage.
that's appreciated. I was just sitting here thinking. I was like, I need to get something out.
Why is Skipper over there and why is his cone out?
Because he was munching again, and I was like, I'm gonna put this on you now to prevent it from getting to the point where we actually like need to put it on him. Does that make sense?
Is that why you're hiding from me?
I still think he should go to daycare tomorrow.
I'm gonna take him.
Yeah, I just.
Are you hiding from me? I'm gonna not click. You know you're in trouble. You can tell by your body language.
Well, I told
You
him.
normally greet me at the door.
I told him multiple times. I was like, "You got to stop this, bud. If you keep it up, I'm gonna put you in it." And then he came in and laid with me. I was like, "I want attention." I was like, "Oh, this is nice." And then he went and laid down. The first thing I heard is, and I go, "Bud." I thought I'd made it very clear what the expectation here was.
How much have you been licking it? I need to trim you up, probably.
I don't know. I haven't looked. I just assumed that it was enough to be concerned and go ahead and just attempt. I put it on him and then I took it off, well, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. Do you know raclette? It's the third of the holy Swiss cheeses. I am not familiar with that. Wow, this is so much easier.
What were you doing before?
Grating raw potato. Recipe told me to boil it for 30 minutes and it would make the grating easier. And it did.
Is that why you did it yesterday?
Yeah.
Good.
I also am not going to have to go to that thing I called you about earlier.
Okay, I sent you my schedule.
I saw that. They decided they're not having that meeting tomorrow. Instead, it'll be either the week next week or the week after. So.
Well, my stuff still comes.
What?
I said all of my stuff I sent you still stands.
Google Fiber showed up today.
What?
Yeah, some guy came out to the house. I watered the front and side yard.
Like with the hose?
No, with the sprinkler. That's why there's a sprinkler sitting out on our step.
Oh, I forgot we had that.
Yeah, I mean, we just cleaned in there, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, it took me all day to do just the left side of the house.
Wait, so who from Google Fiber came by?
Well, while I was out there, a truck came rolling up, and I was like, a work truck? Interesting. And then they, like, came up to, like, the fire hydrant and then, like, kept going and then tried to turn around. And I was like, are they here for me? I was like, oh, maybe they're here for our neighbor. And then they parked right in front of where they put the box.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say Google Fiber on it. It says ECC. So I'm like, I don't know who this is.
Wait, like out there?
What?
Like on the side of her house?
No, I mean,
Oh.
they parked in front of where the box was there in the yard that they put in.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, maybe they're here for one of them.
Maybe they canceled our appointment because they thought they hadn't come out to fix it yet.
Yeah, so they came out, and then I heard Skipper barking, and I go, I wonder if they're here to paint the line. And I'm like, they're a little late. You know, maybe it's like one of the other ones. And then the doorbell rings, because I was outside, and then I went in, because I had just moved the sprinkler.
Yeah.
And they were telling me, or he comes up and he goes, I'm here for Google Fiber. He goes, you had box on the other side of the house, and then they moved it to that side of the house? And I go, yes. And they're like, and there's no issues? You just need the guy inside? And I go, yes. And he goes, okay, I just needed to confirm that.
That's probably why they canceled my appointment. They probably had that open ticket and thought it was still wrong.
Yeah.
And I hadn't synced up your system.
And I was like, he's like, no other issues. And I go, no, not that I'm aware of, but I'm like, should I say that our sprinkler stopped working? So, yeah. They have a knack of coming when I'm home and you're not.
Yep.
But that was at like 2 o'clock, or like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I thought you had something going on at that time, so I wasn't sure.
I've been busy all day.
Yes. I am eager to hear about it, too. Just, I figure we'll do that off stream.
Yeah, it went well.
Oh, good.
No, I thought it did, so.
You're half the battle. Google Fiber hired Irving Cable Construction to manage the build out of the fiber optic system. ECC has multiple subcontractors. Okay, so
That's what the letter is.
that's what it was.
I'm telling you, it's because they finally got their act together the same day I emailed, so then they had to come out and check after I emailed.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's probably what it was.
That's probably why they canceled. I bet they saw that open ticket. We can't go out there. It's not right by the house.
Yeah.
And they're like, she rescheduled.
I saw them take a picture of our address, too. I was like, okay.
Okay.
Alright. I had no idea that the peeling of the potato was going to be the part that took the longest. If I'd known, I would have done this off camera. It's the end of the potato that doesn't like to get the skin off. The rest of it's all like, peel me. If I was making any other potato dish, I would just leave the skin on because I'm a fan. Also, there's a lot of the nutrients in the skin from what I've heard. There we go. I'm part Irish. This is ASMR for me. I bet it is. Feels like I feel like I need to make some hash browns. I think I only needed 3 potatoes. So I'm going to keep this last one and make hash browns for breakfast tomorrow. Okay. All the potatoes grated. I need to... I need to separate the ham pieces, what I need to do. Very hot. Ooh, there we go. Looking better. Okay, I don't believe we're cooking these to like golden or see-through or translucent. I believe we are just heating this up. I'm gonna have to check my recipe here in a second. Okay. Saute. Cook for 5 minutes till translucent. Okay. Yeah, translucent. We're getting there. All right. Give that another minute. So I'm currently greasing a pan. Since it's a casserole, I would assume everyone knows how to do that to some degree. I just took a stick of butter and rubbed it. All right, a lot of that water's coming out. Okay, I'm happy with this. You know, in the U.S., often they make grated hash browns, which I love. Over here, it's always small cut ones almost everywhere. It's actually roasti or roasti with a, what's the two dots?
Umlauts?
Umlauts, that's what it was.
What?
I don't know how to put the umlauts in the Twitch description. Otherwise, I would have. But I did know that.
As opposed to the umlauts, I think there's like two vowels you can put next to each other that like mimic it that you're allowed to do?
Yeah, he did ROA.
Yeah. So like each umlaut over it doesn't mean the same thing over the specific vowels, but you can like substitute vowels in there versus the umlauts. If I'm correct, Tanner.
It was Tanner. He's the German, so I believe he would know. Okay, so 1 cup yogurt.
You still have quite a bit to do.
No. For like 30 minutes. And most of it is just going to be going into the
Fish.
Okay. Hi, Tan. How's your Monday going? Well, I guess yours is pretty much over because it's nighttime. All right, a cup of plain Greek yogurt. Rösti with creme fraiche and smoked salmon and any other fish is pretty good, by the way. I don't know that I've ever actually had this. So I'm hoping it's good. All right. 2 tablespoons Dijon mustard. Half. 1. 1.5. 2. Okay, Dijon. 2 teaspoons salt. Teaspoon salt. Cayenne. And black pepper. And then we mix and bake. That sounds yummy. Yeah, everything in here is pretty delicious. And you can even do this without the ham to make it vegetarian, like ham goes for. Or like the salmon as a side would be really good as well. We will put some eggs on top of this as well. So like we cook it. Oh, just no bueno. We cook it and then we pull it out and make a divot to put eggs in. This is like the biggest bowl I have. And it is full. In Germany, Rösti is called Kuchen, by the way, just in case you'd like to know. Or puffer. I can tell you that puffer sounds a lot easier to say. I didn't know there was a German version of this. I know there's an Italian version of this where it's like fried in a like cast iron skillet. Okay. All right, I think we've got it where we want it. Sorry, I'm just trying to throw the cheese back in. Hate to lose cheese. Turn around. There we go. I don't want to fill it up too much because I still need to make indentions for... Or do I? Do I have enough here to put in another container and make a second? Or do I need to just suck it up and throw it in there? Okay. Okay, let's... I didn't butter this one. Oh well. I'm going to do a slight dusting of pepper. There we go. All right, get this in the oven for 25 minutes. Okay. There are many versions, you know. Take dumplings, for example. Basically, everyone has their own version. It's usually made in a cast iron pan, though, if I'm not wrong. I thought so too, but this will work. Casserole style. It's fine. The cheese has good fat, yeah. Wonder how that'll work. Getting it crispy on both sides would be hard. But it'll do one side, maybe, yes. I buttered the inside of the dish, at least on the big one. I forgot to do it on the little one I just pulled out. So, oops. You win some, you lose some, right? Okay. Save the potato. This all is trash. Alright, I need something for the potato. Maybe the small one will turn out more crispy. Who knows? That would be interesting. Because we cook it for 25 minutes, we broil it until the top is brown, and then you pull it out, make divots, and put your eggs in there. So, I'm very curious to see how that turns out. Sorry, I am cleaning up since we've got time. I will cut those up. For a garnish. And it tastes good. Okay. I've got my eggs. Let me do a little wipe down real quick. There's most of it. What are you guys going to have for dinner tonight? What sounds good to you guys? I hope the small one gets crispy. That's probably my lunch for tomorrow. I think the chances are good. Already laying claim to it. I told you, this is how it works at this house. If it's got potato, cheese, or eggs. Alright, I just want to wipe this off. Okie dokie. Get these chives a going. Yes, the right technique is actually frying. This is more of a gratin, but it'll do probably, yes. I have the same kind of ham you do and some brown bread. Not my proudest meal, but it works. Hey, you don't have any eggs? Like, you could make an omelet. Or do, like, a nice, like, ham and egg sandwich. Is what I would recommend. Got some nice chive action going on there. Go ahead and get a little container for that. I would have liked to have used the chives that I've been growing, but I had to do a full trim, like all the way down to the bottom, because a bunch of them just weren't growing very good. So we had to use some store chive right now, but the stuff I'm cultivating seems to be growing pretty quick. So we'll be back to using the window chives before we know it. I'm smushing a lot of these, as you can tell from the green. Okay. Got our chives. We are done with the cutting board. Okay. Got our chives. Got our eggs. It smells wonderful, I'll say that much. I'm getting heavy cheese. This is just because I feel like I'm going to want to season it more. Trying to clean everything while it's going just makes it easier. Chive, I don't know how you got out. Some potato stuff over here. Oh, hey Grant, good evening. Yeah, I got eggs. Thanks for the pimping up idea. Yeah, the problem with the chives in my parents' garden is they bloom too early. Welcome, number one. Ever made a Spanish omelet? Can you tell me what makes the omelet Spanish? Like, how does that separate itself out from, like, say, a normal omelet? Or a French omelet? Alright, my pan is clean. Just need to do the knife. And we're actually looking really good for dishes today. Normally there's like 5 or 6 things I need to hand clean at the end of every stream. So I'm really thankful when I don't have like a billion. Morgan picks up all the other stuff and does that. But she usually waits till like 9, 10 o'clock right before bed and knocks out the rest of the stuff. I gotta do it because like as soon as this stream ends, I like turn off for the day. Knife clean. All right, let's hear about this Spanish omelet. Basically a roasty with eggs and some paprika powder. That sounds good. Guess the paprika powder makes it Spanish. I don't know. But different cheese, I guess? Are you saying it's Spanish because it's Spanish paprika? I don't know that I've ever had Spanish paprika. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. I've had smoked, I've had sweet, and I've had hot paprika. I've seen Spanish paprika, never bought it. I've seen Mexican oregano, which is actually almost like a stand-in for marjoram. Because I had a very hard time finding marjoram for a while. Alright, so that container, 8 eggs. Do I think the small container does 2 eggs? I think it does 2 eggs. I'm going to pull 2 more eggs out. I went to the store and I went to town on the eggs. It was 18 eggs for $3.99. So I bought 2 packs of them because I have been going crazy making egg salad sandwiches. Basically, since we did that Japanese sandwich stream, I've been in an egg salad mood. And so there were multiple days in a row where I was doing egg salad for lunch. I just hard boil like 5 eggs and make 2 sandwiches. Really easy, really delicious. I have everything here. Little MSG, some Kewpie mayo, salt, pepper, like yum. I also got a bunch of tuna on hand, so might do that from time to time. I'm starting to sweat again like yesterday. We got 11 minutes left on the cook until we switch it to broil and then move it to the top rack to brown. Egg salad sandwich is what I ate for lunch, says Ghetto. Nice. Those Japanese sandwiches you make looked crazy good. They were so good. The dessert one was like eating like shortcake as a sandwich, like strawberry shortcake with cream. The gooey egg salad was phenomenal, and the tonkatsu sandwiches were really good. I actually put some of that bulldog tonkatsu sauce on my egg salad sandwich. It actually goes really well with it. I just by the time I was there, I wasn't really hungry when I was finished making them, so I was like, oh, I gotta eat at least one of these sandwiches. So I went with the egg salad. It sat a little easier. And then the tonkatsu I ate the next day for lunch, and it was fabulous. It was better warm, but it was good cold as well. You'll grind your own pepper, but won't cut your own cheese. I literally did my own cheese earlier today for this dish. I won't cut cheese slices off for a sandwich. Like, I draw the line at that. I'm not going to steady a block of cheese here and try and get like a super thin slice for a sandwich. Hey, Skipper, don't lick. I gotta go. Good night, night. Sorry. Hey, you're good, Tan. I appreciate you just coming and hanging out for a little bit when you can. Have a good one, man. Hopefully we'll get to see you tomorrow. We're doing chicken piccata tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. I'm terrible at a pan sauce, so this will be cathartic if I can get it right. All right, Skipper. Come here, bud. We're gonna give the dog some treats. That's a good time filler while we wait for our stuff to finish. Sorry, I see some stuff that needs to go in the trash. We got trash to pick up tomorrow. All right, bud. I'm gonna turn the camera to you. And you're gonna do good tricks, right? You're not gonna half-ass it. You're gonna do the good ones, right? Ciao. What are those little discs? These are yogurt bites for the dog. These are yogurt flavored, like vanilla, and then these ones are peanut butter. It's a mix. It's like what they give us in church. Yeah. All right, can you sit? Boy. As you can see, it's gone in an instant. Boop. There you go. That one almost went under the fridge. God bless you, my dog. Sit. All right. Shake. Good boy. All right. Down. You act like you have arthritis. I always love watching him go down. All right. I don't know why we are getting so many people who want to spam that stuff, but let's get them out of here. Who's there? Who's there? Good boy. Ooh, you missed. All right, that's taken care of. All right, bud, do you want... How about I give you a little carrot nub? You can eat this right here. Hope you won't run off. Okay. Sit. Shake. Boop. Come on, boop. Boop. Touch. Who's there? Good boy. Oh. He ran off with it. What a fuck. If he would have stayed, he would have got more stuff. All right, we have 3 little carrots left. As you can see, this is our Wi-Fi signal. And he's got one more, like, bakery cookie thing left. Oh, he came running back. Skipper, you're going to have to do a good trick for the bakery. All right. Can you sit? Stay. Free. Good boy. All right, Skipper, there's one last thing, and I'm going to send you to go get Mom. He always likes to act like he's getting away with something when you give him a treat. So he takes it and sprints off. As you can see, he is all the way over there. $5.53. Yeah. Let's see if we can get him to go running to the basement. All right, bud. Did you get it? All right. You see this? Go get Mom. Get Mom. Let's see if we can make that amazing catch again. Oh, he's coming. Here he comes. He's struggling. As you can see, he has chewed it up all over the floor. That's great. There's a carrot right there, bud. Hey, right here. Look, there's a piece of carrot. Good boy. Yeah, he doesn't mess around when it comes time to talk about food. How do you like your new phone compared to your old one? I like that it's a little bit more reliable, but we're still having issues with connectivity from the stupid internet. So it's not great. Also, the apps that I used to read manga no longer work, so that's frustrating. I have to literally go back to my old phone, which is what the camera is here, to use that to read that stuff. Just because it's on the phone and the app works. But I mean, it's faster. I don't know that the pictures, like, it went from like 70 times zoom to 100 times zoom. It sounds cool, but when you pull it up, it's like super grainy, so it's not super worth it. It's alright. The one thing I don't care for is it has pointy edges, whereas the other ones are soft, and it'll get stuck when I put it in my pocket, like on stuff. It's a weird complaint, but it's only on this version of the phone, because I got the nicer one in hopes of, like, being able to stream better and have the higher Wi-Fi. I think it's supposed to be Wi-Fi 6, I think is what it is, but unless you're using it, it's not really helpful. Also, there's a bunch of issues, like, randomly with this phone, like having update problems. It's weird. I've been reading a lot about it. So I wish I kind of waited a little bit longer to do a little bit more research. I just kind of went with, this is the next one up of mine. I don't know. It's all right. It does the job. Let's put it that way. What phone did you get? I got the 24 Ultra Pro. Go big or go home. Yeah. Our floors are not waxed. Our dog just he has he's one of the unique dogs that grow hair in between their fingers or their paw pads. So he has to get that trimmed fairly regularly, or he has no traction whatsoever on these floors. All right, we have 45 seconds. Let's see what we look like in there. I see starting to get a little bit of crispy edge. It's not perfect, but it's something. All right, I just turned broil on, so I'm going to move them up to the next. It's pretty good looking. This one is getting crispier edges. All right, so it says to do about 5 minutes on broil, checking every minute or so. I'm going to set it to 2 because our broil is not super great. Like, it does the job, but it tends to be slower than most other ones. I only ask because I need to get a new phone real soon. It's coming. Yeah. I'm really put out on the whole, like, phone thing right now because I find them to be too expensive. Hey, Skipper! No. They're too expensive for what you get. Like, 1,000 to, gosh, I think there's a $2,000 phone, like one of the folds, because I originally used to be like, I would love a fold. Now I'm like, is it going to help me stream? Is it a better thing to have, or does it have like a 5-minute battery? I feel physically sick spending that much on a phone, and I don't want to be locked into a 3-year contract. I hate the way that it's going for all that. But unfortunately, it's the way of the world. So, I'm not a big fan of the Pixel phones. Plus, they had a pretty significant vulnerability that you needed to update them for not that long ago, so that's a concern. I would probably go with like a normal S24 or the middle one. I wouldn't go for the Pro or the Super Ultra Plus or whatever. That's my personal opinion. It's cool because like it's got a stylus and everything for like being able to like draw and like search things. It's cool. I don't use it. So it is. Hey Chow, how you doing? Samsung fans were mad at the colors on it. They released an update. If you go to display preferences and select vivid and go to advanced, turn the 4 dial all the way up. I did it on my S24 and it's better. They're really too expensive for what they are. Phone is one of those things I don't mind spending a bunch of money on since I use it so much. Yeah, I mean, if that's your view, I'm glad because they're dang expensive. It's just, I don't feel like I'm getting, I'm not getting my worth out. Let's put it that way. All right, we're starting to get some brown on the tops there. I just rotated them. Oh, just trying to stay cool and hydrated. Very humid today. It feels like 102. Yeah, it's 100 degrees here today, and I've been out multiple times to like move the sprinkler. Our irrigation system got screwed up, so I've been out there trying to water it. So I've mostly just been sweating all day. So I understand that completely. If you had a 1 to 2 year model, no. But if you have 3 years or older, maybe it was worth it. I had a 21 and went to a 24. So 3 years, but I think a 3-year contract on a phone, I see noticeable like downgrades in the ability it has within that 3rd year. Like it's good for 2 years. That last year was a struggle bus, man. Yeah, I went for a walk right after it rained, so it was slightly better, but it's going to get muggy again. Oh, I believe it. All right, let's see how we're looking. We're getting some nice crisp. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one. I want it to burn. I would say the other one's definitely got some... That battery really starts to go once you hit year 3, definitely. I'm in the boat right now. Oh, I'm in that boat. I was like, you're in a boat. Are you up at the cabin? I was like, I'm an idiot. Okay, so it says to make a divot. And then we're going to crack an egg into it. All right, we're close. I'm gonna go another minute, and then I'm gonna pull that regardless because I really don't want it to burn it, but I do want the crispy edges. For real, I wish I was up at the cabin. Would it be cooler up in the cabin, considering Chow and Ghetto are both from Canada and they're talking about how hot it is? Okay, so we're going to turn the heat back down to 400 and cook the dish for 10 to 12 minutes until the eggs are set and they don't wiggle very much. Oh, that's perfect. How's that for crispy edges? Okay. In Montreal, it's not up north or anything. It's in the mid 70s up in my cabin right now, low 80s here. That sounds amazing. It definitely sounds better than what we got now. Okay. Ooh, one of these broke. That's unfortunate. All right, last one. Common Minnesota W. Kimball lives in the deep south, so everywhere is north of him. I don't live in the deep south. I live in the literal middle of the United States. All right, these are going back in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes, both of them. If I can. I burned myself. Ow. But a West Virginia man that now lives in Florida says summers are way cooler in Florida. Nope, raw it is, yeah. Because Florida is closer to the ocean. Better wind, maybe. It may be when people are old, they just stop feeling temperature. Like they're always either cold. I've never met an old man who's hot. Let me put it that way. I didn't set a timer. 9 minutes. Okay, there we go. We'll check it at the end of 9 minutes and go from there. But essentially, this recipe is done. We pull it out, let it cool, and we eat it. So, I'm trying to figure out, is a plate... Are we thinking plates, or are we thinking a bowl? Like, what do we think would look best here? Remember, we gotta get a good Instagram picture. So what's the consensus? We are most certainly going to need a spatula to get it out and a knife to cut it. Just a little bit. Honestly, my cooking knife is probably the best thing for this. He said he would take a Florida summer day over West Virginia. My dad works for a company that sells maps and data on homes in Florida, and it's so bad. Bad as in weather-wise. I think he's talking about temperature. And if he's talking about homes, then there's quite a lot of stuff going on in Florida with home values right now. Insurance is basically killing everyone down there with added fees because of how much disasters and homes they've had to replace in the last few years due to a lot of climate change issues. So people are seeing the cost of their house go up astronomically because insurances have been losing money. It's pretty terrible. What's up?
Nothing.
You're here for the food?
So the plates come out.
Yeah, I don't know what plate to use. Just because it's basically just going to be a square. I also imagine the first one we get out is going to be ugly.
Yeah.
So the second one's... Okay.
Good egg on your shirt?
Where? Here?
Yeah.
No, I think that's from the wet condensation off my drink. No, buying a home property in Florida is horrible. But Texas and Florida homes are the most affordable right now. Yeah, danger zone. Everything about the house market is a disaster in Florida. No, because property tax in those states are insane. Oh, yeah. Housing market right now in general is not in a positive place. Although some people would argue that it's in a good place right now, but it is what it is. Homes are unaffordable for a lot of people, and they aren't building them quick enough. It's great if you own one. It's bad if you don't. Way of the world sometimes, I guess. Anyway. Interesting. So you get a good price, but the tax is nuts. Initial cost is lower, but everything after is so much more. Yeah. I've seen 3 or 4 golden finches out there, Morgan.
Yay.
I think some of them are the males because they're the dirtier color, or the darker, not
Which
bright.
sounds backwards, because normally the bright birds are the males and the dull ones are the females.
I believe the bright goldfinches are the females, and the male are the tanner.
Yeah, that's backwards for most birds.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure Grant will chime in with telling me. Well, actually, the turnover on homes is also crazy because old people are buying and then they die and their inheritors sell. It's actually super interesting. I mean, that's just going to be the way of the world for the next 20 years. There's a lot of baby boomers that have property that's going to be inherited and either lived in or sold. The question is, does it go to actual people or does it go to businesses who are going to rent them out at a well over market price? But that's neither here nor there. I am not a real estate expert. Show Finch. I cannot show the Finch because they are not out there. And two, I am hesitant to show anything that may be used to dox me at a later date.
They're also would be really far away.
Yeah, they would also be far enough away. Hello, option 2, 100%. Yeah, but they also don't have a state income tax, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure because every state is different. Because some don't have property taxes and some do have income tax, like state income tax. So it could be. I merely know Kansas and Missouri taxes. But I also haven't looked at that stuff in a couple of years, other than my own. How excited are you for this?
I could see how the cast iron skillet would make it crispy everywhere, which is
Huh? The recipe said to cook it this way.
I know, but like Tanner had suggested.
Yeah, well. Yeah, well, it sounds nice, but the cleaning of cast iron would be a pain.
There's also that.
If you can ever get me one of those like shorter enameled like Dutch oven ones that are like this tall, I could make it in that real easy and that would have a nice crispy outside. They got to have their money somewhere, but that's nice living there if you rent it, I suppose. Yeah, well. I'm not a big fan of renting. I did it for a while. Not great. Especially when you have to wait on somebody to come fix something that you like desperately need. I know that's the same with homes, but I feel like there's a lot more priority and I can get a hold of somebody myself to do it. Whereas if you want it paid for by the renter or the apartment or whatever, then you gotta wait on them. Yeah, but then when they pass the costs on to the renter. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. All right, we got 40 seconds left. Here's what we're looking at. We got some nice yolks. They don't look set yet. So I'm going to give a shake here in a second to see if they are done. Oop, that is not the app I wanted to open. Oh, I wanted to ask you, Yoshi from the Japan comic art. Did you see his post? You don't follow that group, never mind. That Shinjo something or other is open for commissions. I've looked him up before. I think he was one of the people that you could get during the mystery sketches. Oh wow, those are. They are not even remotely set. They're supposed to not jiggle when you move them, and they were. It's like a cup of water. The best is when you can do it yourself. Having worked in HVAC, I feel like I can fix a majority of houses, just plumbing, electrical at least, fix. You must save hella money if you can fix all that stuff. Yeah, that's nice. Right. Between me and my wife, we can do a handful of things. Morgan could do a lot, especially if she just calls her dad and he'll walk her through it. But I'm not great with my hands. I like to pretend that I am, but I'm one of those people who's like confident that everything I can do is going to come out great until I do it, and then I'm mad. It's like, why is this not perfect? This one thing I've only done once in my life. Like, I was very confident I was going to be a fantastic bowler. I got a bowling ball, shoes, the whole thing, went out there, and like, I can still only barely get 100. And then I stopped bowling for like 6 months, and now I can even get like 70. But if you were to ask me, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to bowl a 300. I'll still beat you regardless. You're going to beat me, and I'm going to be pissed about it because you bowl bullshit. The woodpecker is there. I haven't seen the woodpecker in forever. It's probably good. Oh, is he going back to his spot? He seems very confused. It's like he didn't remember where he pecked. No, it's definitely one of those peckers. He's just like on the different part of the tree. Now he's just going up. I never got my cards as an apprentice, but that's still something I always keep. Some stuff can be a YouTube video, but HVAC stuff seems very specialized. It's because we touch everything. A dang pecker. Yeah, that's what it is. He's eating the food right now, and then he will rotate around the tree and start pecking a hole in the back. This is just what he does. At one point, we had 2 of these woodpeckers. They were both on the tree at the same time. But this is a very young tree, so they're not like a giant hole. Yeah, he's back to the spot. He, like, right where it wise. That's what I was looking for. Where it forks. Does it have a black cap? No, it has a red on the top, but not like Woody Woodpecker. It's we've talked about it before. I think it's like a woodland woodpecker or something. I can't remember the exact name. Is it the one with the red hairdo? Yeah, with the little red spot on its head. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's a downy. That's it. Yeah. Oh, I noticed I lost a subscriber or a follower between this like yesterday, I guess. Somebody, I guess, decided they just didn't like me anymore. So I'm down from 76 to 75.
Sorry.
And I was like, dang, what did I do? I know. I just thought it was funny was all, because I was like, who could I have lost? Oh yeah, we get those all the way down here, aggressive. Yeah, it's not too bad. He used to like show up every day and hit that same spot to the point where I was like, we need to go like put something there so he doesn't like hurt our tree, because it's a brand new tree. Got planted this year. Oop, hold on. Time's about to go off. Okay, that one is set. The other one is close. Go figure that the tinier one is ready to go. The one that my wife's like already claimed.
Meet for lunch tomorrow?
Why would you assume that? That's a lot of potatoes.
Is that the one you want to eat?
No, I just was saying it's. You automatically assumed it was for you. Bold of you. What if I want to eat all of it?
Maybe it was hopeful.
Yeah. She's gonna bully me into giving it to her. It's how this thing works. It must have been that sauceless orzo. Yeah, don't look at numbers so closely. Oh, hey, Red. Or they got banned. And then Grant says, fuck Blue Jays. All my homies hate Blue Jays. Yeah, they're the worst temper, yes. You can make a good burger with a Blue Jay. And then they said my 2 eggs in my thing looks like boobas. And then they're all like, it does. I was like, that was on purpose, guys. It was meant. I just like to imagine it's like more like a face. Like if you just look at it like that, and it's like, oh, it's a smiley. There you go. Got a bunch of men on here seeing things. She was. It's perfect, yeah. All right, 2 minutes, and I'm pulling it. We need to pick a container. I've got my salt, my pepper, everything. How do you want to do this?
What?
How do you want to do this? No, the other one's got 2 minutes. I just wanted to, like, have you start thinking about this now.
I had already thought about it.
Okay, what'd you think?
I was going to scoop one out for me, and then I was going to try to use a spatula to cut one with an egg in the middle to drop in the middle of the bowl.
Okay, so then do you want a big plate or do you want the small plate? Or do you want a bowl? You could probably get away with small plate. Just because there's no sides or anything.
Those aren't boobas.
Those aren't boobs?
No.
What are you talking about?
They're like eyes. It's like an owl.
Well, that's what I said. I made a face, but I mean, it's definitely nipple and areola. I'm a guy. I see what they're talking about. I've got chives, got salt, I got...
Well, I want one from in there, so it's...
I understand. I can only cook the egg.
You just asked me how I would plate it, and I was trying to tell you.
Oh, hey, golly gee.
Why did I even come over here?
Because you really want to eat that.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
It's all the food I like.
Yeah, yeah.
Those still wiggle.
Only those... Only...
You rotated it?
Yes, I've rotated. This isn't my first time cooking. Thank you. I appreciate a little bit more support from you.
Oh,
As a long-time watcher,
sassy.
first-time caller. Like a little appreciation, please.
Long-time watcher, first-time caller. You're funny.
God, this woman, she's always cooking a hot chicken sandwich. Who? Who's cooking this hot chicken sandwich? She just finished making it and then threw 2 of them away. Well, I guess she didn't like how the sandwich came out. You must be watching another stream. Look at that boy.
Cappuccino?
Oh, yeah.
You barely have them.
I'm not going to let the eggs completely set. Have you ever heard of this little thing called carryover cooking? Have you heard of that?
Yes, you taught me about it.
This is pretty dang gorgeous.
Oh, I need to take pictures.
Yes. What do you think you're here for? You don't get to eat without... You don't get to eat without helping.
Paying the tax?
Yeah. This is the prettier side, by the way.
All right.
Like I'm just saying, this is...
There's a
that would be
glare.
that would be the one I'd go with if we wanted my thoughts.
Well, how am I supposed to get... Okay.
You cut this one out and you go... I also have a very sharp knife for you to cut, so... Just trying to be proactive. Cappuccino. I just saw her today. She cut up a quarter of a red onion for some coleslaw and then just threw away the rest of the onion. God dang, that's a lot of taters. This is a good looking hot dish.
Yeah,
It's not just taters, it's got goodies in it too. Yeah, so this is 3 large potatoes, russet potatoes grated, a mandelier cheese, gruyere, sauteed onions, black forest ham, a little bit of yogurt, a little bit of mustard, cayenne, salt, pepper.
Why is there a little plate out?
Because I feel like If you cut one, it would fit in a little plate fine.
Yeah.
I asked if you wanted a big one, and you were like,
I didn't want a plate at all.
okay, well, then you should have said that.
I was trying to.
No, you were over here telling me my business. That egg is still squishy. Look at it. It moves.
I'm sorry, did any of you put it in terms you understood? Those boobs.
Yeah, she's over here that they're mad that there's 4 sets.
How many? Never mind. Do you still need this knife?
Yeah, I thought you'd want to cut it because, I mean, they're like full pieces of bread. Potato.
I think a spatula will do what I need.
Well, that's not a very sharp spatula.
Yeah, how I would go about this is different than how you were going to go about this.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just quit.
No, no.
It's your show now. I'll change the name
No.
to White Wolf. White Wolf Cooking.
Wolf? Wolf?
Wolf. White Wolf Cooking. She will be doing macaroni and cheese, grilled cheese, and the occasional taco. That's it.
Hamburger.
All you get. Those are the 3 shows a week.
A mac and cheese, a grilled cheese, and a what? Breakfast?
A taco.
Oh. I'll make breakfast foods.
And if she's really feeling up to it, you might get a hamburger helper.
Cheesy hash brown.
This is literally cheesy hash brown.
I know. Nothing.
Well,
I cook nothing but the best.
Sure. We both knew what we agreed to when we got married.
Yeah, we made the agreement long ago when we moved in together. Wolf almond casserole. He looks fine.
He looks fine, but he
I could have
definitely...
been mad at him. No.
He looks fine, but he definitely could keep going and make it not fine. I don't regret my decision.
You.
Also, for those of you who are worried about crispiness, like, this looks...
No, they worried about crispy on the bottom.
I don't care.
So I'm going to attempt to scoop this out for me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then get this out and be pretty for you.
That's 100% what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah. When does one start this?
Wolf almond catsup.
Caramel.
Where are you putting all this food? Did you kill the orzo yet?
What?
I ate the orzo.
That was lunch.
For lunch and for breakfast. As for this is definitely going to be lunch and breakfast tomorrow for both of us.
Yes.
What? Go for it.
What?
You can start.
Oh, I didn't know.
Just know that this egg yolk did break, so there might not be a full, perfect egg.
I'll eat it.
Yeah. Nice. Is it bad when I see eggs, all I see are the eye monsters from the Madness Forest? Okay, I'm gonna let her cook.
What? This is to get mine out and try to not damage yours.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what the heck you were doing with that.
I don't like it when you're right.
You don't like it when I'm right? Thanks. So let's say the first thing I would have done is gone around all the edges and scraped them up.
Well, then you do it. What am I doing? This is your show. Also, did you spray this one or no?
Oh, no.
Because I watched you just dump it in without spraying it.
Well, I didn't originally intend to.
I know.
They have all separated from the outside. Quite nicely. Solid tater wall. Now that's a knife. It's not a super big knife. That's the one I was cutting everything with earlier.
I gave it to him.
She did. I won't argue.
And then I said, don't murder me with this.
I would never hurt my wife.
I think that were the words I said.
I would never hurt my wife intentionally.
Yeah, you have hurt me unintentionally before.
I've hurt everyone unintentionally. I am a massive wall of a human being, and I cannot always control myself 100%. And I don't mean that in, like, anger. I just mean sometimes I'm just a force in a direction.
Aren't we all?
I'm a vector. And sometimes that just results in accidents. There was a girlfriend that wanted to play basketball together, and I sprained her ankle just by stepping on her foot.
I'm sorry. That shouldn't be funny. But I don't need... Did I use this? No.
Chef's rules. Good disclosure clause there. Airtight. Yep. Mass times acceleration. Exactly. I had to pull out my high school physics. Force along a direction is a vector. I think once you cut it, I think that'll actually be really nice. Yeah. I feel you, man. I'm 6'6". I've hurt and touched people by mistake. And they think it's intentional when it's not. Well, I wouldn't say touch people. Like, that sounds... It's like a bad connotation. I would say just accidentally ran into them or elbowed. Okay, 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 okay.
I need assistance. Needed to pull it up. It's stuck.
And that is what we call teamwork. Now, should I do some fresh cracked pep?
Yeah.
Rednificent LOL. Mass eggs acceleration. That is my type of joke. I approve. Look at that juicy egg.
It's gooey.
Jammy.
I'm just hungry.
I
need to take a picture of that before you.
I'm Kimball. Nice to meet you. Okay. Yum, that looks great. I just finished making a ground turkey mixture for lettuce wraps. Ooh, what kind of sauce? The only thing you're breaking is wind. Yes. What a rhetorical question. Yeah, thanks. Once again, she keeps moving it. And this just like my wife to keep moving the goal line.
Are you going to put those on it?
Yeah,
Or do you want me to take a picture first?
I would prefer you to take a picture first, and then I can screw it up. You always get mad at me because I'm really bad at the chiving. You're like, you put too many in one spot, dang it.
You do.
I have big fingers. I'm not good at the Salt Bay, scrapies. We're all looking to improve in life. I wouldn't go for it right away, but if you feel the need, touch something. Ketchup and or Worcestershire. I would definitely... I'm going to try it first, and then ketchup was the first thing I thought of. Please.
No, I want to criticize you. I don't want to be criticized for this.
You're in the wrong relationship.
Yeah, you and I were both staring right there. Heard the cat sneeze.
That wasn't you?
She's over there, and I'm right here. That's good.
Do I need to clean it up, or do you
No.
think it's fine?
That was hot.
Where's the catsup? Definitely need that catsup. Why do you keep saying catsup?
What was the word he kept saying wrong the other day?
I don't know, but
Remember?
No, I muted him. Yeah, there's a shadow though. You can try taking it from like this angle.
So there's more of. I have to get centered under a light.
One good thing.
Or do you want it this angle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But I need to turn it this way.
Do we say catsup? I say ketchup.
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 Oh, he gets mad at me for ketchup because I say it like you're catching up to something like ketchup.
I don't care. I don't mean that at you. I just mean like, why does he get so caught up on how people say things?
Or cheese.
The cheese thing is like what I would call a personality flaw. Yeah, I think that was good.
Okay. The other thing is, I still particularly liked when we were playing games the other night, and he was like, no, I'm not always right. And then Xander goes, but I'm never wrong. And Grant really enjoyed that.
Red says, I've seen bottles in Canada say it. Yeah, Morgan says catsup. Might be a French thing. I also think it's an old-fashioned way or English. Ye old catsup. So there is catsup, like he said, that you can find and buy. However, I have just ketchup. If it needs more salt, which I think it might.
It does.
Okay, good to know.
I feel we're just...
What? Honestly, the salt kind of adds to the picture.
You want me to retake the picture?
Yeah, because you can see the white flecks in it. Looks good. Okay. Here, I could try. Let me do it.
No. I'm here. And then you take the ketchup and you zigzag it across it.
The Swiss don't eat it with ketchup. This is a Swiss dish. This is a Swiss roll, they say. Little Debbie wouldn't lie to me. She's turned me into how big I am today.
She's never led me astray before.
Grant says, yes, I may not be right, but I am never wrong.
Yeah.
Is it the same? It just says Heinz ketchup. That is odd, because I definitely have. Straight up Heinz tomato ketchup. So maybe it's a Canadian thing.
Skipper, do you want dinner?
The Swiss would be changing their neutral status if they saw you put ketchup on that. Would be Americanizing it if you had
say
ketchup.
that, but tomorrow when he heats it up, he's definitely putting ketchup on it.
I don't know. I haven't had it yet. Let's see. I like the jammy egg, though.
Yeah.
I was talking about... Is it hot?
Yeah. Some of it. I broke mine apart for a while, so...
Honestly, I think...
You're steaming.
Honestly, I think this might be good with sour cream.
I think it'd be good with cheese.
It has cheese in it. Well, does this taste... Oh my, yeah, it's warm.
I told you.
Yeah. Garnish with chives, parsley or scallions, sour cream or yogurt if desired. So we can put a little sour cream on there.
It's very tasty. I need to feed the dog. The dog's sad. Where do the hamburger buns go?
Hamburgers. No. I'm making hamburgers Thursday on the Traeger. Since I don't know how it'll come out, I'm not streaming it.
Well, we're getting fiber.
We are getting fiber that day. Supposedly. We'll see.
Maybe. We've said it like 3 times now, so...
Yeah, last time we said it, it didn't happen. Where the heck is my dang sour cream? There it is. Behind the dang catsup.
Who would have done that?
Forever #1. No, we don't call it catsup. It could go either way. Doesn't go well with sour cream. What doesn't? Ooh, or some creme fraiche with chives. We have chives on there. Here, I'll even put some more because I like them. Good squeezable sour cream. I can't wait for Grant to tell me how wrong I'm saying that one.
Sour cream?
Sour cream. It's sour cream.
Yeah.
That's the ticket right there. The sour cream is the way. Now I just feel like I'm eating like a baked potato casserole. Squeezable sour cream. Yeah, have you never seen this? Yeah, you just squeeze it. They have it in both normal and the fat-free, low-fat,
whatever.
light sour cream.
Light. Oh, that was not light.
It makes it so much easier to like measure things. I think she might genuinely be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it."
What? Who?
Cow.
Wait. Is this more pudding?
It's the rest of the pudding from yesterday. Grant said, or Red says sewer cream. Sewer creme.
Creme.
That's the new way. You heard it here, folks. This is really tasty.
Yeah. I'm gonna need more.
Okay, the crispy bits here on the edges. The bottom is not crispy. The sides are crispy, and those are fantastic. Especially pieces like this, where we get the ham that got charred up on the top.
What else is in this?
Why?
Is it the yogurt that gives it a different flavor?
There's yogurt and a little bit of why can I not think of it? Mustard.
That's what I'm tasting.
There's a very little mustard. I'm talking like a teaspoon, like a tablespoon of mustard.
It's a lot of mustard.
No, it's.
But it's got a little bit of the tanginess to it.
Like, I filled that entire
I
container.
still like it.
Okay.
But I can taste it a little bit.
Guys, I am very confident my wife can't taste it. She's just looking for something to hate.
I can have another one, right?
You have as much as you want. I just want it to get eaten. Yeah, like look at that nice crispy piece right there. That's the bite. She senses the mustard. Nope, she got you. Hater, shaking my head. First time Grant has said something reasonable in this chat. I did order corn dog sticks.
I'm so excited.
So we'll see if they fit. I'm going to look for squeezable sour cream next time I'm stateside. I find it incredibly strange that they wouldn't have that in Canada. Like, this has been a thing for like 4 years. Like, I've been getting this for a long time. All right, I'll get another one. You convinced me.
I wasn't trying to pressure you.
You were. Who likes to eat alone?
Not the dog.
Dog was just looking for scraps.
Look how happy.
This is super tasty, and I'm very happy with it. Nice little pepper.
I could see how though, because wasn't Tanner talking about paprika before he left? Like, did you put paprika in this?
No, what he was talking about was a Spanish omelet, which is very close to this, but has paprika and.
But I could see how paprika would taste good with this, is what I'm saying.
I'm sure it would. Let's see if I can do it. Ooh, dang it, I was going to try and make this look pretty. I fucked it up immediately.
Oh my god. You made such a mess.
You know what they say, you can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs.
But you just spilled sour cream everywhere.
This is a sour cream omelet. Buy a ketchup squeeze bottle and put sour cream in it. Our milk comes in bags, dude. Only in Ontario, apparently. And real ones say milk instead of milk.
Milk! That's what he says wrong.
The delicious Ontario bagged milk. And yes, we have bags, but to clarify, we also have cartons. Quebec, too, we have both.
That's what Grant says wrong. He says milk.
Out west, they do cartons and jugs.
Not milk.
Yeah, I'm used to cartons, jugs, and, glass bottles.
Can you get the chocolate milk out?
Like, here's my standard milk, is a plastic container.
I mean, I'll take that one.
The chocolate, it was just right behind it. I was just trying to make a point. And then we have the plastic ones, which I don't have any of because I like the Fairlife. Except for when I'm cooking. That's the only time I get actual, like, real milk is if I'm cooking something that requires fat.
Thank you.
This is a crispy top. All right, I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, it's not overly cheesy, but it's really good. It needed a little bit more salt and pepper. There's also supposed to be some cayenne in there. Don't taste that whatsoever.
I would almost like do one less potato and do more ham.
I had a whole nother potato.
Mm.
It says use 3 pounds of potatoes. It says 4 large ones are about 3 pounds of potatoes. I measured my potatoes and they were 4 pounds. So I was like, I'm going to keep one of these. And then as I was making it, I was like, there's a lot. And it only asked for 6 or 8 ounces of meat, which seemed really low.
Did you put like vegetables in this?
I put potatoes.
Like peppers?
I did not, but I was going to say
onions?
There's onions, yeah. There's sauteed onions in there.
Oh yeah, there are.
If I was to make this again, I would put vegetables in it, but I think that would almost turn it into the Italian version.
Mm.
You know, because they have that at Cinzetti's.
Yeah.
Everyone in Minnesota says milk. Yeah, we have Fairlife up here too. At Minnesotans, the hosers of the states. I'm mildly lactose intolerant, so no milk here. Only heavy cream if needed for cooking. I'm not a big America guy, but I ride or die for Minnesota. I've been to Minnesota a handful of times now. It's pretty mid. Got a good state fair, though. It's about the only good thing I got to say about it.
There's other good things. The temperature's cooler.
Their football isn't great.
I thought where we've been has been pretty.
Yeah. Minnesota, downtown Minnesota, like Minneapolis, is kind of a trash hole, at least from the parts I've been to. Then again, I think
that's just cities.
I also haven't been allowed to like go to like nicer areas of it because Grant's like, we have pizza at home. Why would I go out and eat something if I could have
They tried to
pizza
stop
at
the
home?
place that he wants to go to.
Oh yeah?
And then Cole went.
Did Cole pay? He must have made him. It was the only way he would have done it.
It was when Grant, I think, was helping him move.
Yeah. They have good fishing. We are literally the best state and it's not even remotely close. The bugs are bad though. Super taco. What, did the taco get bit by a radioactive spider?
From all the bugs?
Yeah. This is really, like, satisfying and comforting.
I separated it a little.
All right.
We're going to eat it all right. I'll keep the lid out.
Don't count on it.
No?
Don't count on it. I have a whole nother boxes. So do you think you can eat that whole container for lunch tomorrow?
No.
That's what I thought.
I would eat the eggs and like some of it, but not all of it. So if you want it for lunch, I'll make myself a smaller one. Because I was gonna probably scoop those out into a smaller, like one container.
That's fine.
So that it's not taking up as much room in the fridge.
It's also trash night, so.
Yeah, but the trash can's pretty full.
Yeah, well, there's some food stuff that should get tossed.
That's fine.
Ooh. I gotta clean this knife again. Thanks, Morgan.
What?
I gotta clean the knife again, that's what I was saying.
I gotta use it.
Look at this happy boy. Are you a good boy? You want some ice?
Gave him some.
I hope that was super interesting watching my dog slowly take the ice, run off, and then eat it. There, I got it. Sorry, it can be a little bit low. You didn't wait. Not yet.
I'll try harder.
Classic Morgan. Always having to try. Be more impressed if you could just naturally make it like me. Unintentional, accidental, happens anyway.
There are things.
I'm glad to know my thing is breaking stuff.
Why'd you cut it?
Why did I cut it?
Why didn't you use the spatula? Are you taking it out of there?
No, but I'm gonna go ahead and just
Hi, Skipper.
try to make this easier for me now instead of later. If I can make the job a little easier by doing a little effort while I'm able to do it.
Then why didn't you spray the pan?
I forgot. That was very clear. Heat of the moment, baby. I was doing it live.
The panic was real.
I said, F the consequences. I'm not going to stuff all this into one pan when I could have 2 more eggs.
That's fair. I take that justification. I accept that.
I'm going to throw this bad boy in the air fryer tomorrow. Why am I forgetting something? Cold pay because I helped him move. Yeah, I knew it. Bugs get bad here, but it seems like the last few years, the insect numbers are just slow. Then we got Skipper emotes, slow motion ice grab, lol. Yeah, Skippy boy. You should let it cool before sealing it up.
I think they mean the ones I closed.
Yeah, I know what they meant.
You could open them.
My wife was in a rush to put everything away. As you can see, mine are sitting over there.
Do you still have the True Whip?
Still perfectly ready to go. You can take all of it. You can have the rest of it.
I am not a chef by any means.
What does that have to do?
Why did I take it out of this thing?
Because I think you thought that I was gonna take some as well. I just figured you'd want it and we needed it out of the fridge.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Can they see this?
What? Yeah, it's been on the whole time.
I just wanted to make sure that they could see your creation. That dog, the way that he like accepted the ice cubes is pretty much how he accepts most things that aren't treats. Even though he loves ice, and he's going to want a cup full of it later. If you try to hand it to him directly, he gets like super weird about it. Is there anything, Chad, I'm missing?
Keeping it crispy. Yeah, he was awkward as hell with that ice.
That's how he is. He's a good boy.
He also has like fantastic side eye and like looks.
Sorry, there was a lot of stuff that's just like the tip of his knife. Usually, it cleans pretty easy. As soon as I let my wife touch it, it gets all kinds of gunk.
Why should stay out of the kitchen?
Then I'd be alone.
Small bite.
Sure. Yum! Pretty good. Are you done with this?
Yeah.
This was a very successful trip. I'm a lot more happy with this than I think I thought I was going to be. Is it nice?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Cleaning up. All right, folks. We are clean. Should let it cool before sealing it up. That's what I would do. Keeps it crispy. Yeah, he was awkward as hell with that ice. W-Stream, gotta go, King Chow. See you, Grant. We're gonna go ahead and call it here as well. Hell yeah. So, appreciate all you guys hanging out. Lurkers, chatting, hanging out. We'll get some more follows and some subscribers down the line.
So you can do the cookbook.
Yeah, so I can do the cookbook. Whenever we get there, we will start that immediately.
How many is it that you want?
20.
20 subscribers, and then you'll do the cookbook giveaway and recipes out of it?
Yeah, we'll start doing that.
Okay.
I think it'll be fun. But anyway, check out the Instagram, see the pictures of the food we made. Come back tomorrow. We're going to try and do chicken piccata. I really suck at pan sauces. It's one of the things that I struggle with the most. So we're going to see if I can overcome that. Hopefully we can. If not, we're going to have some just fried chicken with no sauce. Check out the VODs if any of that interests you on the YouTube channel or on the Twitch page. And then see you guys tomorrow. And hang around. We're going to go raid somebody and share the love. So thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your Tuesday.
Today's Monday.
Okay, have a good rest of your Monday.